If you have one or more cats at home, you should know that there are a series of mysteries and prophecies linked to these animals that can completely change the way you see your daily life with them. Since ancient times, cats have always been associated with the occult, spiritual protection, and even omens about the future. But did you know that some of these beliefs go far beyond common sense? Today, we will explore 3 impressive and disturbing prophecies about those who live with cats. And, at the end, we will bring you a little-known revelation that can change your perception forever. The first prophecy concerns the spiritual role of cats within a home. Many believe that they are true guardians of portals between the physical and spiritual worlds. Padre Pio, in some of his lesser-known messages, warned that homes with cats were more prone to manifestations of spiritual energies, both positive and negative. He mentioned that cats have an unusual ability to detect presences invisible to the human eye and, in some cases, can even absorb negative charges. But here's the thing. If you notice your cat constantly staring into space, meowing for no reason, or even avoiding certain rooms in the house, this could be a sign that something spiritual is trying to cross over into our world. Have you noticed this? The second prophecy involves the enigmatic gaze of cats. According to popular beliefs reinforced by spiritual writings, a cat's gaze has the power to mirror a person's hidden truth. In some accounts linked to mysticism, it has been mentioned that cats are able to identify troubled souls or people with bad intentions. It is common to hear stories of cats that avoid certain visitors or become hostile without any apparent explanation. Could your cat know something that you don't? Padre Pio believed that this was a gift given by God to protect families. However, he also warned about the danger of ignoring these signs, as the cat's gaze can be a warning that something dark is approaching. Finally, the third prophecy is related to dreams. There are spiritual records that indicate that having cats at home can intensify premonitory dreams. Padre Pio mentioned in his visions that the presence of cats in a room can amplify the spiritual sensitivity of the inhabitants, especially during sleep. This explains why many people report having vivid, sometimes frightening dreams after interacting intensely with their cats. These dreams may be messages from the spiritual world trying to warn about future events. However, be careful, not all messages are clear, and some can be misinterpreted, causing fear or confusion. But why is there so much connection between cats and spirituality? Now, let's get to the point that few people know. There is a shocking revelation linked to the spiritual symbolism of cats. According to some esoteric and prophetic interpretations, cats are cosmic protectors sent to maintain the balance between light and darkness in our lives. Padre Pio, in his moments of deep spiritual reflection, suggested that cats could have been chosen by divine forces as silent watchmen of humanity, always alert to invisible threats. This vision connects cats to a divine mission, but it also carries a warning. If a cat suddenly leaves a home or demonstrates extremely aggressive behavior, it could be a sign that it was unable to overcome an evil energy that was lurking in the environment. Now, think about your cat's behavior. Does he usually approach you in difficult times, as if he knows you need comfort? Or, on the contrary, does he avoid certain places in your home, meowing or scratching as if he were trying to ward off something? These seemingly trivial actions can be spiritual responses that only cats can give. Many people ignore these small details, but it is essential to observe what your cat is trying to communicate. Have you ever heard of the case of the cat that saved an entire family from a fire? He started meowing incessantly in the middle of the night and even scratched the door of his owner's bedroom, who woke up and realized that the house was already starting to burn. This is an example of how cats are connected to something much bigger than we imagine. Padre Pio believed that, in these moments, cats are being guided by higher powers to fulfill their mission of protection. Have you noticed anything different in your cat's behavior? Have you had strange dreams or noticed any energetic changes in the house? If there is one thing we can say based on these prophecies, it is that nothing with a cat is by chance. These creatures, so common in our homes, carry mysteries that we are only now beginning to unravel. If you have a cat at home, you may have noticed that it has unique behaviors, almost as if it were trying to send you a message. Do you know when your cat suddenly starts following you around the house, almost obsessively? Or when it stands still, staring at you with a deep gaze, as if it saw something beyond your appearance? These moments may seem common, but, in light of the prophecies we have discussed, they can mean much more. Many reports indicate that, in these moments, cats are trying to alert their owners about energetic changes in the environment or even about future events. Have you ever thought that your cat may be trying to protect you from something invisible? Now, think for a moment, is there a corner of your house that your cat avoids entering? Maybe a room where it stares into space and becomes restless, or even where it doesn't even go near. For many people, this behavior may seem like just a cat thing, but prophecies warn us that these places can be loaded with dense energies, or even be places where negative vibrations accumulate. In a story that has been widely talked about in spiritual circles, a person realized that her cat never slept in her room, even though the environment was comfortable. Some time later, they discovered that there was an inherited object there that brought negative energies to the environment. Imagine if she had ignored this animal's behavior. Does your cat have something like this? Have you noticed? Comment here to share your experience. Another interesting example that many cat owners have reported is how these animals seem to know exactly when we are sad or in need of support. Have you ever noticed how your cat approaches you when you are feeling down, going through difficulties, or even just silently thinking about life? It is as if they have an unusual sensitivity to capture the vibrations around them. According to the prophecies, this capacity for spiritual empathy is not something random. Padre Pio believed that cats could function as divine instruments to channel positive energies and alleviate suffering. So, when your cat jumps on your lap or purrs near you, it may be fulfilling a much greater purpose than just keeping you company. One point that can generate curiosity, and even a little fear, is the nocturnal behavior of cats. Many owners report that, during the night, their cats have episodes of intense activity, such as running around the house or meowing towards dark places. This could just be accumulated energy, right? But according to the prophecies, it is possible that during these quieter hours of the night, spiritual portals are more active, and cats are reacting to these vibrations. Imagine that, while you sleep, your cat is there, vigilant, ensuring that no bad energy enters your home. If your cat tends to be more active at night, this may be a sign that he is more attentive than you imagine. Finally, we want to know, what is your kitty's name? Has he ever done anything that you thought was strange, but now makes sense in light of these prophecies? We know that each cat has its own personality, but reports are unanimous in saying that they all carry this special instinct, this mysterious connection with something greater. Comment here with your cat's name and tell us your story. It will be fascinating to know how they are part of your daily life and if they have ever behaved in a way that you could not explain. Who knows, by sharing, you may help other people better understand what is happening in their homes.